Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first of 2024 Tory's Tidbits. So I hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I'm excited that 2024 is here, first and foremost, because we just had our ultrasound, and baby Bryn will be here at the beginning of May, hopefully. And the other thing I'm very excited about is it's an election year. So it's going to be a very exciting year because all 165 legislative seats are open. So both House and Senate seats are open. And of course, we have the presidential election as well. So it's going to be a very interesting 2024. So we start session on Monday, January 8th. And the first week's pretty ceremonial. We are not getting sworn in this year because we were sworn in last year and we're finishing up the session. But then we also have the state of the state and the state of judiciary. So that happens the first week, and it's very important that we spend that first week hearing from the other branches of government to hear what are their top priorities as well, because we're only in session for 90 days and it's a quick 90 days, and we need to make sure what are their top priorities so all three branches of government can work together. So that's the first week, but then committee meetings will start happening, and there'll be a lot more picking up the second week of session, and all the bills that we didn't pass the year before, they're live again this year. So we could be working on bills that were introduced last year, but that's just part of the process. Change of committees this year for me. I got asked to not be on any morning committees just due to the roughness of being pregnant and with doctor's appointments and everything. So I do not have a morning committee, but we still hit the floor at 11. And then at 1:30, I'm now on commerce, and I'm very excited to be on commerce. And then at 3:30, I still am on insurance. So my load's a little bit lighter this year, but at the same time, that's going to give me more time to work on my number one priority this year, which is childcare. And this has been my number one priority for the past 3 years. This is something that we need to do something as a state to open up these slots. And childcare is very, very expensive, and no wonder people aren't working, because your whole entire paycheck is going just straight to childcare. So very excited to hopefully get some movement done on that. And that, I think that's also going to be ran through commerce. So I'm very excited to be on commerce and to hopefully be the lead for childcare reform or whatever we have to do in the state of Kansas. Another thing that's interesting this year, which I'm very excited about, is I have a full-time intern. His name is Dalton Dix. He is a Great Bend native, so I'm very excited to have him. He's going to be my right-hand man. So if you see me around the Capitol, please welcome him. And if you're up at the Capitol and want to have a meeting, I'm going to have him in on everything so he can learn this whole process. The other thing I just want to hit on real quick is I want to hear from you. What do you want to hear or learn about this session? I have a couple ideas, like sitting down with the commerce chair or the health chair to kind of get full transparency on what's going on in their committees and what are their top priorities. But are there certain topics you want to learn about and that we can do some deep dives into? So with my extra time, I'm going to make sure that we have a fully active Facebook page and that you guys are learning about what's going on in Topeka, and that the barrier isn't the 3-hour drive, that you can still learn about what's going on. So very, very important to me. But other than that, I'm excited for this session, and I just want to say that we ended 2023. We hit our fundraising goal for my Senate race. So very, very excited. Thank you guys all so much for all your support, and look forward to the primary in August, and stay tuned on what's going to happen there. So you guys all have a great rest of your 2024, and let me know if you guys have any questions.